It was one of those moments where it was like, did I just get that amp for that price? No freaking way. Howdy everybody, welcome back to Sunday Coffee, Guitars and Tones. This is the show right at the end of the week where we just have our favorite cup of coffee and just hang out, chill and talk about guitars and amps and pedals and all of that good stuff. So cheers guys. I hope you're all having a really wonderful Sunday and you got your favorite coffee in your hands, in your favorite mug, which I'll tell you about in a second because this is my favorite mug today. But cheers. There you go, take a breath. Let's just relax. Oops, wrong video. This isn't a meditation video, right? Anyways, I hope you're all having a really phenomenal week. This week has been absolutely awesome. I finally released my video of the Marshall unboxing. Marshall Amps very kindly sent me a bunch of stuff to check out. If you've not seen that video, I'll link it somewhere up here or wherever it is in the description box, or you can find it. It's the last video. And you'll know it because when you see the thumbnail, you'll basically see me sitting here with a pile of boxes in my lap. They sent me a lot of stuff and it's been very cool. Sent me a Studio Classic, which is a JCM 800, the 20 watt one. Then they sent me the JCM 800 modded series. Yeah, the 100 watt. Man, that's a beast of an amp. And also a couple of pedals, which I actually have up here. This is the JVM and I have a DSL one as well. And kind of got me thinking about one of the best £200 I have ever spent in all of my days. But before I tell you about that, check it out. Yeah, new mug. This is my Good Coffee, Good Tunes rock and roll mug. So I have a series of mugs now, which are for the show because, you know, I need a good mug when I'm drinking my coffee and when I'm hanging out with you guys, right? Anyways, these are available on my Fourth Wall store. You can go and check it out. There are 4 designs, so yeah, have at it and enjoy. If you'd like to support the show, then this is a great way to do that. Anyways, so what happened a couple of years ago, right, it was January. I can't remember which year it was. I think it was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever it was. And I'm kind of, you know, looking at the listings on eBay. And an amp comes up and it's not very expensive at the time. It was like hovering around, I don't know, maybe £200, 190 or £200. This is a Marshall DSL50. Yep. And there's like about 24 hours to go. So I'm like looking at this thinking, what's wrong with this amp? It must be broken or something. Nope. It says it's fully working. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but you know, that's not a big deal. It's working. So I'm thinking, just keep an eye on it, see how much it goes for. So it gets to the next day, right? And nobody's bidding on this amp. It goes up a little bit, I think to about 205 or something like that. So right in the last few minutes, I thought, nah, screw it. Let's just put in a bid. So I think I put in a bid of about 300 or something. You know, I thought, if I could get it for $300, it's a bargain. So the auction ends. £230 for this amplifier. I'm like, what? Did I just get that for like that much money or that little money? No way. Oh, come on, man. This has to be some kind of joke. Nope. I got it for that much. Honestly. And I did a video on it at the time and the video did pretty well because, hey, the thumbnail said I bought this for like $200 and yeah, or $300 I'd said, because a lot of my audience, a lot of you guys are in the USA, right? So I'd said $300, which was, yeah, the right amount, which I paid for it. And people just could not believe it. I still pinch myself. It's right here, by the way. And I got thinking about it because of the Marshall thing. I've been doing the Marshall thing this week and playing the amps and stuff. And in fact, I have recorded with the Studio Classic this week. Yep. I'm on it, man. I tell you, I don't be hanging around. I wanted to do another track, and I plugged into that, and it's an awesome little amp, man. I love it. So stay tuned for that, because that will be coming out at some point. But anyways, back to the DSL. So the thing was, I had to go and pick it up, and it was only an hour's drive from where I live. So it was doable. I figured, you know what, it's no big deal. I'll go, have a little bit of a drive and pick it up and stuff. And honestly, it's been an incredibly good amp. It is such a wonderful amp. I've played one of these years and years and years ago. I remembered it. And for that price, I've paid more for like pedals, man. Seriously. But anyways, I drive up to the place, which is totally cool. Yeah. In my little Audi TT, nice day out, cruising. Yeah. Going to pick up my Marshall amp. Yeah, my 50 watt DSL. Yeah, which I bought for £230. Yeah. Who's gangster? No, that didn't really happen. I didn't do that. Pick up the amp, and I'm driving back. That was January in England. And that day, it decided to start snowing. Heavily. So I'm driving along slowly, right? On the motorway or freeway, if you're in America. I'm driving carefully and slowly because this snow is getting pretty heavy, and it's starting to settle a little bit on the tarmac. And I'm just praying that I get home before this snow settles. So going along slowly, traffic is slowing down. As I'm getting closer to Brighton, the snow's getting heavier. Man, my heart was just pumping. It was beating. I'm thinking, I hope this £230 amp doesn't actually cost me my car. This is no joke, dude. Seriously, this is what happened. So I'm coming up to a massive roundabout near to, well, it's not too far away from where I live. And it's just at the end of the motorway section. And the snow is really heavy. And I press the brakes very gently and very gingerly, but I can feel the car kind of squirming around a little bit. And I'm like, I'm really crapping myself at this point. My brain is saying, yeah, £230 amp. Yeah, £230. What do you reckon now? It was a really good idea to go and pick it up 2 days, wasn't it? Anyways, luckily, everything stabilized. Car slowed down. I went at a gingerly pace, got through everything, got home, and got the amp inside the house. And that afternoon, after I got back, the snow got even heavier. Man, it just sends fear through me, even just talking about it right now. Can't believe that happened. But honestly, I'm really glad that I got that amp, because it's been incredible to play. And regardless of the price, it's just a great amp. Like I said, I remember playing my friend's DSL50, my friend Tim Wallace. Tim, if you're watching, hey man, hope you're doing good. And I played his amp many, many years ago, and it was incredible. I really loved the sound of the amp. It had so much punch, and the low end on it is quite extended. And interestingly enough, when I got the DSL pedal, I plugged it in and tried it, and it had that same extended low end on it, which was really interesting how Marshall have built these pedals, because they are authentically like the real amps. The JVM sounds and feels like the JVM. The DSL sounds and feels like the DSL. And they've done a great job with these. I'm really impressed with them. So I had the amp, and then, it was just in my studio, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, how did this happen? And it was one of those moments where it's like, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Seriously, I've been kind of like looking around and thinking, you know, maybe somebody's got like a Marshall amp in their kind of garage and they don't know what it is and they're selling it and, you know, etc., etc. The story with this amp was that the guy who was selling it, he'd gone off to university or something. When I went around to the house, it was his dad there, and he said, yeah, you know, we just asked him to clear out his stuff, so he's selling the amp. So I managed to get myself a real bargain. Kind of, sort of, because the amp is actually one of the older versions, and there is a known problem with the older version, which is a bias issue. The board goes conductive, and then bias drifts, and then power tubes start going supernova. Yes. Luckily, it hasn't happened with this amp. There is a fix. I do have another board now, which actually cost me another couple $100, but it's no big deal. I'm going to upgrade it at some point because I absolutely adore the amp. I do play it quite a lot. I actually record solos with it when I'm, you know, plugging in tube amps or doing a demo of a guitar or something. But it was one of those moments where it was like, wow, finally, you know, that rare find in someone's garage or someone's back room where they're selling it cheap, and I was there, right place, right time with the right amount, and it just happened. Yeah. And it doesn't happen too often. It does happen sometimes. It's happened to me a couple more times after that. In fact, this guitar which I'm holding, my Sterling AX40, this is a gorgeous guitar, really cool instrument. This is basically kind of like an Eddie Van Halen, you know, Music Man in a Sterling version. But, you know, I got it for like £270 because nobody was bidding on this. I think that was the asking price, you know, the first bid price on it. Nobody bid on it, so I was like, okay, I'll put in $300 for it. Got it for $270. This actually has the asymmetric neck like the EVH guitars. Yep, this is pretty much just an EVH guitar, but with a veneer on the top rather than a, you know, figured maple top. Anyways, you know, it's happened to me a couple more times, but honestly, buying that DSL for £230, spending just over £200 on it, best £200 I've spent on a piece of gear ever. Honestly, yeah, still pinching myself about it. Anyways, I would love to hear from you whether you have had a moment like that where you've found a piece of gear which was like just absolute bargain price and you managed to get it, because I know they're rarities. Some people are blessed with this, by the way. I remember talking to a guy, I can't remember who it was, but they used to find bargains all the time. Honestly, I do remember who it was. Yep, old friend of mine. He used to find like amps for next to nothing, $200-300, and really good amps, which just kind of just blew my mind, and it was a regular thing for him. Yeah, he was in America, so he used to kind of like find these in pawn shops and, you know, yard sales and stuff like that. I was like, when's it going to happen to me? And then one day, this DSL turns up. Yay! Anyway, hooray for Marshall. Yes, hooray for Marshall, right? Alrighty, guys and girls, I hope you're having a really wonderful Sunday. I am going to leave it there. I would love to know from you if you've had that experience as well. So let me know which piece of gear you picked up for an absolute bargain price. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your coffee. And remember to pick up a really cool mug if you want to join me for a coffee with the official merchandise. Yeah! And if not, no worries at all. I just really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on a Sunday. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your coffee. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.